In the previous video, we looked at how to adopt on-demand requests in our app. In this video, we're going to take a look at how we can adopt error handling in Swift, defining our hierarchy of errors, and at the end, we will learn how to change our code to throw our own errors. In Swift 2, we can adopt error handling like in other programming languages such as C# or Java. It's a little different, but it's great. Error handling in an app that improves the responsiveness and, in case of errors, allowing that a user can interact with the app as well. Let's see how we can define our own errors in Swift. To do this, we can use enums, and we have to adopt the protocol error type. So let's define our own error, declaring a new enum just above the class Request Manager called Request Error. Let's put the code here. We have defined two types of errors that can happen. It's possible to define all if we want, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to deal with the no internet connection error. The second that we are going to use is general for any other error that can appear. Perfect. We have defined our own errors. It's now time to deal with them. In Swift, we can throw and catch errors using the doCatch clause and the try keyword. Refer to the link for more information. Let's modify the first function, getEditorChoicesImages, to adopt our own errors. Let's change it with this snippet. We change it to completionHandler function to return inside a function called inner that can throw and catch error inside it or return an array of photo type. This function is passed as a parameter of the function completionHandler. It can sound complicated at first, but let's see it in action in the rest of the code to understand well. In case of success, the request has no problem. We then return the list of elements. In case of failure, the first thing we need to do is identify the type of error Alamo Fire is throwing on us. The code for no internet connection is -1009. It's for that we match against and just throw the type of error we have defined in our enum request error. We had to change the completion handler because we want the function getEditorChoicesImages when called to deal with own errors. But this function is async and it's difficult. With the new completion handler, it's easy to deal very well with it. Perfect. Let's see how to deal with the error in Search Table View Controller. We need to change the code for every call we did. Let's substitute the code in places where it's called. In the first line, we have defined a new constant called alert of type UIAlertController to show an alert controller in case of error with a proper message. For more information about UIAlertController, we can refer to. Inside the function, we called another function inner inside a doCatch, because it can throw an error, and we match the error using catch statement. Launch an alert with the proper message and title. Finally, in case of not matching, we have to deal with error using a catch without pattern. We have defined a new helper Swift file in the groups. Helper with the function create alert receives the title and message for the alert to show. OK, let's see our error in action. To do this, disable the Wi-Fi connection in our machine and run the app. Perfect. We dealt with the no internet connection error in a good way. So now we are going to show a different response in case of existing an error when we request the image in our method getImageByURL. The change in method is almost the same like we did before. Let's modify our code in the Photo Table View cell in case an error arises loading the image. Let's say if an image was not loaded, etc. We will show a placeholder image. Let's put the image in assets.xc assets folder. Open it and arrange the image inside it. Now, let's see the updated code. The functionality is the same as the last example explained, the function getEditorChoicesImages. We call the inner function and handle errors with the .catch clause. We put the placeholder image for the purpose of handling the error. The other change we introduced here is the call UIViewAnimateWithDuration to animate the insertion of image. For this, we have set the alpha property of the image initially to 0, and inside the animation we set it to 1. This allows the change of transparency of the image in 0.25 milliseconds. For more information about animation, we can refer to. To see this in action, we have to disconnect the internet connection once the request has begun, and here we can see the images. In this video, we learnt how to adopt our own errors in the app. In the next video, we will learn about the new release of Swift as open source, how it is now run in Linux, and some about the new Swift Package Manager release.